This is FantasyEsque, and welcome back to the Sims 4 Vampire Amazon Royal Saga with the Salazar Coven. We are jumping in with Lady Cataleya Salvatore's breeding, finally. I know one of you lovelies in particular has been very persistent about this matter, but finally her time has come in my personal schedule to breed. So, before we get into this exciting new tidbit, we need to quickly go through what happened in the mini-movie. So, we started off at the Catherine Library with Princess Juno and Lord Xander. So, Juno, who hasn't really expressed to us how she feels about Xander's position within the companion group, she finally cornered Xander, and she essentially said to him, I heard Channing's been giving you a hard time. Don't be alarmed, I'm not out for your blood too. And Xander, I think, was being a bit pessimistic, and he was kind of like, I suppose I should be thankful for that. And she said, well, yes, but that's not what I'm trying to say. And Xander, I think, got a bit upset by that. He said, of course you think that way, right? You're a princess. I'm a nobody with the burden of my family's crime on my shoulders. And then he kind of walked off. But Juno, she was a bit flabbergasted, I think. She was like, you fool, that's not what I was implying. But then she went after him around the bookcases. And she said, Xander, you need to stop trying to avoid people and hide just because of one person's opinion, right? I am trying to say something else. I'm trying to tell you that I know how you feel. I understand how you feel. Ignored, overlooked. I don't agree with the way Channing thinks. I don't think you should be blamed for your mother's actions or your aunt's. You are your own person. And then I think that definitely made Xander feel a lot better because, a prince said he was a murderous son, but then a princess is saying that, she doesn't exactly blame him. So Xander, he asked her, I suppose that means I'm worthy of trust? At least that's what he got from that exchange. And so he said thank you to Juno. I think in Xander's mind, because Channing expressed as a prince his opinion, Xander thought everyone thought the same way, especially because Channing is officially courting the heiress, Princess Kyra, so he assumed the princesses had the same opinion. But Juno's gone ahead and said, well, no, not everyone thinks like that. Obviously, Channing has a personal, he's got a personal stake in that whole thing because his mother was killed, but the royal family hasn't necessarily been affected, so now Xander's starting to understand, okay, not everybody feels the same way about this issue. So we had that scene, and then we moved to the throne room where Beckett Salazar, the son of Wisteria, Queen Wisteria Salazar, presented himself for breeding. And so this is one of the queen's uncles, and she said to be gentle with Cataleya, uncle, because she's my betrothed. And Cataleya, she was okay. She was like, oh, do not worry, my love, I will be absolutely fine. And then she took Beckett off, and now they are going to do the breeding. So before we dive into all of that, I want to take a look at Beckett a little bit. So Beckett, guys, he has chestnut hair and red eyes. So if they have a baby girl, this baby girl is going to have chestnut hair and red eyes. And if it's a boy, I mean, at the rate everyone's been, like, passing their genes on, the boy might just be golden haired, but he'll definitely have red eyes. So that's an exciting pairing, I feel. And I actually like the way Beckett's... I think he's got a nice looking face because of his huge eyes. I hope the kid gets the huge eyes, because this is kind of the eyes that Kyra has, and it looks so gorgeous on her. She is kind of the prettiest princess we have right now. The other two, the two youngest ones, they haven't become teens yet, so we don't know for sure, but I think we've established that Eve has Juno's eyes. So that's what I think. I think Eve's got Juno's eyes. I don't know about Diana just yet. But I'm hoping that if these two have a baby girl, that she'll get Beckett's eyes. I mean, even if it's a boy, actually, because if you remember Sage and Griffin, they have these exact eyes, and they look so good. They're so handsome. But okay, let's go ahead and get these two moving along. So we'll dive in for that first kiss. Here we go, Cataleya. Here we go. And Cataleya is quite a lovely sim as well, so any of her features pass on, that would be nice too. Come on, you two. Come on, Cataleya. There we go. There we go. Now, I don't think Cataleya has been in a rush to have a baby, or she hasn't been approaching the queen because of that. Definitely, she's been approaching the queen because of the influence. That's what she wants. But since she is betrothed to the queen now, I think Eden herself feels as though she wants to give the chance of breeding to her intended. I think that's what she wants. Yeah, she's kind of favoring Cataleya right now. So when it comes to breeding, in her mind, Cataleya is the one she'd like to go next. So okay, are you two? Right, yes, go, try for a baby with Beckett. Let's get a move on, come on. Let's go try for a baby with Beckett. Come on, Cataleya. Where's Beckett running off to? Beckett, come back down. That's right, come back down. Cataleya has important things to do right now. Okay, here we go. Out of sight, out of mind. Even if the queen knows what you guys are up to. Okay, here we go. Now, I think you guys have asked previously what the vampires think about polygamy, and I think I did say that in the vampiric culture, they haven't really practiced polygamy in terms of like romantic and proper relationships. It's usually monogamous relationships, but in the case of breeding, that's considered something different. So that's separate from the relationships that these ladies make. So it's accepted for them to have multiple partners for breeding, but in terms of who they're committing themselves to, it is the norm to just have one partner that you are faithful to. Which is why it is kind of scandalous that the queen had two partners, like that she had a fiance and she had a mistress, and now that she has a wife and she's intending on taking a second wife. That's why it's such a big deal and strange for everyone, because it's not commonly done. It's never been done before, at least not in the Salazar Empire. So this is like new territory for everyone. And of course it has to be Eden that goes ahead and does all these things, right? Because Eden is Eden. I was just saying how every time there's something that I'm happy about Eden for, or, you know, Eden's got a bit of happiness that I'm glad she's achieved, and then she goes ahead and does something to screw it up. That's how I feel, honestly. And some of you are saying that Eden is slimy and grimy. Yes, I agree with you. She is. She is. I don't feel like she should be doing what she's doing to Catherine. Even if Cataleya is throwing herself at you, you need to have the frame of mind to reject her. But no, that's not what she wants. Okay, Cataleya is pregnant and expecting, which is exciting. Let's go ahead and put down the event. So 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be here. Right, we're gonna do house party, yes please. Let's see, we're gonna invite Beckett, of course. Oh, well, I mean, Beckett's not gonna host. These guys are gonna host. And then we'll invite Beckett as the father, of course, of course. Lagatha, Catherine, Guinevere, Eve. Let's see, who else? Elaine, who Cataleya hates right now, and who hates Cataleya, but you know, she's part of the coven, so she should be attending these things. And I think that's about it. I think that's it. So we'll just do that, and Eden's Court, and okay, 4 p.m. So this baby will come around 4 p.m. Nice. Okay, that is done. So like the day before the Day of the Goddess. That'll be quite exciting for us. Right, I'm gonna let her tell Beckett the good news. There we go, Beckett. It was a successful breeding. Thank you so much for helping us out. We appreciate it very much so. And now she's gonna go down and she's gonna give the good news to the queen. We're gonna share the good news. We're gonna share the big news with the queen. So let's go ahead and do that. Come on. Let's go on down. Let's go on down. No doubt Beckett is excited, but he has to head back, I think, to Oasis Springs because he looks after the queen's spellcasters. Not the ones who are at the Shadow Lair. There's now like 2 groups of spellcasters. So there's one set at the Shadow Lair and there's one set, I think, at the barracks. So, like the old barracks that we had. So, okay, we're gonna give the queen the good news. Here we go. Come on, Queenie. There's a child that's going to be here soon. There's a little one that's going to be here, Queenie. And some of you were saying that after her makeover, like as an immortal, Kyra looks like Ursula and Ariel. Which I kind of agree, but I love. And I don't know if you guys mean like Ursula in Ariel plus Ariel, or our Ursula, Rana Rain, and Ariel. Which one do you mean? I don't know. And, yep, the queen is excited about hearing news of a new family member that's going to join very soon. So, okay, I am going to get Beckett moved out. All the other ladies move back in, and then we will resume our time at the castle. Look at everyone swimming laps. It's training day, so obviously they need to get a little bit of fitness into their routines. So I've just gotten a few of our coven members to jump into the pool, the underground pool, and swim a few laps. So that's exactly what they're doing. We have Eve over here with Kyra and Catherine and Guinevere and Azura. The others, I don't know. They're going to work themselves out. So these guys, they have themselves going. Juno's the only one who's actually managed to do any bit of training. Elaine, you know what? I'm going to get some of them out here on the punching bags. So let's get you to box. Catherine, Guinevere is good. Azura apparently doesn't care about this because she's lazy, but she's doing it anyways because Guinevere is down there, which is fine. I'm going to get the queen to come up here, do some commando training, and I'll get Cataleya. Oh, Cataleya, she's fine. I'll get her to do some, like, practice some punching. So she'll come out here and do that. I mean, everyone has to train up a little bit, right? This is why we have these sort of days. Because the coven, the members have to be sharp, even if you're part of the court. You have to be capable to some extent of defending yourself. Oh, is the queen going to get into the pool? I'm sorry. The queen apparently was going to get into the pool. I apologize. But you guys should probably get a move on. Okay, while that's happening, some of these Sims have some whims for us to complete. For example, Juno, she's been wanting to chat with Princess Eve, and I think this is the first time I've seen Juno have a want to chat with Eve, so I suppose she's finally curious enough about her younger sister to go speak to her. So far, she's been, you can coach swimming? That's pretty cool. Let's sing about training day. Let's sing about training day. I think, yeah, she's been wary of Eve. Kyra was the one who was openly against Eve, and Juno told her to be careful about the things that she expresses, especially in front of the queen. And I assumed that meant she was okay with Eve, but then later on we kind of discovered that she has her reservations. She's just keeping her thoughts to herself. But I suppose she's finally, after some observation, decided that, it might be a good idea to approach Eve and kind of get a feel of her character personally. So she's going ahead and doing that and telling her an engaging story, so okay. I feel like this is her trying to get to know Eve a little bit better. That makes me happy. And let's see. Right, Kyra over here, she's been wanting to embrace Lord Channing, and some of you were saying that you love Channing and Kyra together. You completely ship them and they look so cute together. And I have to agree, they do look very cute together. Where is he? Where is he? I mean, Juno's been saying some questionable things to Channing, so I don't know if that's going to come into play later. For now, though, it seems as though, even though Channing has been listening to her, he's kind of been putting that at the back of her mind. Let's embrace. But yeah, he's been listening to Juno, but he's been putting it at the back of his mind, or he hasn't been willing to talk to Kyra about that. I don't think he wants to ruin their relationship at this point, and maybe he feels if he brings it up, he's questioning Kyra when he feels like he shouldn't be, especially because the day before her birthday, Kyra kind of stood up to everyone and officially decided to pursue Channing, court Channing. So he feels as though she's shown her sincerity, and he shouldn't doubt that. So I think that's what's going on in Channing's mind right now. But, oh, look at these two. Is Channing an adult now? He is! He's a young adult. Okay, nice. Well, that's so sweet. I like these two together. I hope they stay strong. I really do hope they stay strong. Okay, and then we had Cataleya. Cataleya has been wanting to ask Eden about her day. So, Eden, can we get Cataleya to, I think this would be in small talk. Let's check in on Eden. Let's see how she's been doing. I'm sure she's fine. I think Cataleya mainly wants to talk to Eden about her pregnancy. I mean, she already gave the good news, but I feel like there's a lot of excitement between them. So with Cataleya being Eden's favored right now, I think Eden would be very invested in this particular baby. And we might have some jealousy going on here because Cataleya is looking for Eden to talk to her. And Eden, she's obviously gone to Cataleya to sneak some romantic moments alone. And things have kind of been okay between them, but I don't know. I get very nervous every time the three of them are together because there's bound to be jealousy. There's just bound to be jealousy. Okay, so she's chatting with Eden. Eden is probably expressing how excited and how happy she is that, Cataleya has a chance of continuing her bloodline and all of these hopes and dreams they share. Oh my goodness. What an odd, not even a couple. What an odd set of three. What an odd set of three. Okay, so it is pretty much, it is Friday, and I was wondering whether I should delay the birthday till next episode, but I'm thinking no. I think we'll go ahead and do the birthday in this one, and I'll come back when everyone's ready to celebrate, because I think we're ready for Juno to be a... Does she still have the want? Yeah, look at this! She literally does not have a want to get involved with anyone or to officially court anyone apart from her two cousins, Sage or Griffin, but it just cannot happen. It's just not allowed in this society. At least, you know, with the Queen and these guys, they're distantly related, in the sense of Catherine, and with Cataleya, not related at all. But like direct first cousins, that's never happened before, and it's kind of a taboo. So I don't know what's gonna go on with Juno, but I think we're ready for her to become a teen, because we want to see some growth. We want to see where she's gonna go from here, and I feel like right now she's stuck, literally and metaphorically. She's kind of stuck. So okay, guys, we're gonna jump back in when it's her birthday or when we're ready to blow out the candles, and we'll see what's going on then. Here we are in the dining room. All our command members are in their formal wear, gathered to celebrate the birthday of Princess Juno, aging up into an immortal. I'm so excited and thrilled for her. Obviously, the Queen has her favored betrothed by her side right now, next to the cake. And just even looking at Kyra, I'm like really excited to see how different Juno's gonna be. Not that her, appearance is gonna change much in terms of her features or anything. They might get more defined, but just makeover in general. I feel like that definitely changes a sim. Like the way the hairstyle, the type of makeup they wear, the clothes they wear. So I'm actually very, very thrilled to see how that's gonna turn out, because I don't know right now. I don't know what direction we're gonna go in. And I have felt from when she was a young girl that Juno is quite memorable. Or she's got a stronger personality than Kyra, even though she's more forgotten by everyone than Kyra. I mean, I was struggling to remember even Kyra's traits, whereas Juno, I know she's a genius and I know she's hot-headed. She's very intelligent and she doesn't like being told what to do. Now, the experiences and the frustration she's gone through as a teen, I wonder how that is going to influence her character and her final trait, growing up into an immortal. Let's go ahead and see. Let's not waste any more time. Obviously, blowing out the candles is not going to show us the trait. We're going to have to find that out after I do her makeover, but let's blow out the cake. Let's blow out the candles. Have her age up. Enjoy Juno as a teen for the last time, and then see what she brings us. Our second princess, guys. Okay, Juno. Here she goes. Aging up. Oh! Did they fix that? Did they fix that? Because the past however many teens that have grown up, or even children that have grown up into teens, they haven't gotten this. Actually, you know what, guys? I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but can you let me know whether or not your grades have an impact on whether your sim gets to choose their final trait? Because I wouldn't be surprised if my sims aging up have had like F grades, and so they haven't had the pop-up, and I've had to do it in CAS. But maybe if you have like a C or above, then you actually do get to randomize your trait when you grow up. Oh well, this is an exciting change for once. But okay, Juno, like I said, she's genius, hot-headed. What trait is she going to get as an immortal? Now, if it's something I feel like that fits, I'll keep it. If I absolutely don't see how it does, or I don't really like it, I'm going to change it. For example, like the Child of the Islands or Child of the Ocean, that I don't get really, and how that's going to be applicable to us if you don't live in Solani, so I would change that, but let's see. Lactose intolerant. Sick if they have dairy. See, this one doesn't make too much sense either, because our vampires, they can't really eat anyways. They can't eat. But, if we get rid of lactose, if we just get rid of lactose and we keep like the intolerant, then I think it would be interesting if Juno's character becomes like intolerant of like certain types of people, and maybe the more they avoid those people, the better they feel. And then if they're forced to be in kind of the same kind of vicinity or confines, she doesn't like it. She just doesn't enjoy it. She kind of looks down on them. I don't know, for whatever reason. I think I'll keep it just because of the intolerant. I'm gonna avoid, ignore the lactose. I'll focus on the intolerant side. So you guys can let me know what you think she's intolerant of, who you think she's intolerant of. I would have thought maybe traditionally spellcasters, but literally at the beginning of this episode, she just did speak to Xander and say that she is kind of on his side. So I don't know if that would be it. Maybe, guys. Maybe it's not spellcasters she's intolerant of. Maybe it's half-breeds. Maybe it's half... the visitants. Maybe she's intolerant of visitant half-breeds. So her younger sister Eve and her other younger sister Diana, maybe she's not gonna like them, and drastically so compared to Kyra, because she's kind of, after speaking with Eve a little bit, kind of fallen into that explanation that Kyra had, which is, these two, they have hero fathers, whereas the younger princesses, their fathers are invaders. Maybe she's going to go down that route. So I kind of like that for her, not going to lie. Now, in terms of this, why don't we just go with knowledge, something knowledge-based. I mean, we don't really follow this anyways, but archaeology, Renaissance, maybe I'll keep the Renaissance one. Okay, guys, so our Princess Juno has aged up into an immortal. She is intolerant. I mean, it could be that she's intolerant of the visitant half-breeds. It could also be that she's intolerant of certain types of romance. Or maybe she's intolerant of, couples or happy endings. I don't know. Because she's gone through this frustration with Sage and Griffin, and she knows she can never have them. So maybe because she doesn't have a happy ending, she's intolerant of other people's happy endings. I actually think that feels more likely for her than her not liking the visitants, because she was on the fence, and even in this episode during the training day, she did speak to Eve a little bit, and I can't really see her having that much of a 180 from one conversation. It makes more sense to me that because she doesn't have romantically a happy ending, she doesn't want other people to have happy endings, or she doesn't want to be around other people, like couples. She doesn't want to be around couples. She doesn't like seeing all that, because it just reminds her of what she can't have. Oh, okay. I feel like that would be a kind of a dangerous queen to have. That would be a dangerous queen. Oh, Juno. Okay, well, let me go ahead, give her a makeover, and then we'll be right back to see the new and transformed Juno, who is intolerant of love and happy endings. I have finished Princess Juno's makeover, and here she is, guys. I have to say, I really like the way Juno looks now. Her hair and makeup seem, I don't know, it gives me like a Celtic sort of vibe. I probably didn't take, inspiration from that, but the combination of her hair with the twin plaits and then the slightly darker makeup, I don't know, it just gives me a Celtic vibe. And I really adore it, but the rest of her is very feminine, which is kind of different from the edgy sort of look she had as a teen. And I think that's probably a result of the longing that she's had for her cousins and this attraction that she keeps fighting. I feel like when she aged up from obviously a child to teen, she didn't have experience in that matter. Very much was focused on just training and competing with Kyra, whereas later on down the line, she started having feelings for Sage and then Griffin, and I think this is a result, her wanting something more to happen, but not being able to achieve that, but also, wanting to be appealing to Sage and to Griffin. So I think that's her getting in touch with her feminine side. And I know this is probably a very odd kind of connection, but a part of me kind of imagines that, she's grown out her hair and she's wearing her twin plaits as a way to show her longing for her twin cousins. So I don't know, you guys let me know what you think about that. But I actually really like how different she looks from Kyra. Kyra very much seems like a dark sea witch, whereas Juno over here, definitely more feminine, light and feminine. So let's get a closer look at her. I have to say, this hair and makeup is really flattering on her face. Like, it looks really good on her, guys. Am I the only one that thinks so? Also, she has kept her natural hair color just like her older sister, Princess Kyra. She's following in her footsteps in terms of that. And her outfit theme is like pale yellow / yellows. So that's kind of what I've decided to go with for Juno. Let's take a closer look at her. Look at that. I really think this, even though she's got Eden's eyes, and typically I always say that the bigger bug eyes, they get me, and I like them a lot more, like we saw in Juno. But I actually really love the way Juno looks now after her makeover, even with her smaller eyes. She looks like she's got this, like, especially when she's got a straight face on, it seems as though there's this sorrow that she's carrying around with herself, this loneliness, this burden. I don't know what it is, but it just looks so good. It gives her a bit of depth, I feel. So let me know what you guys think about our Princess Juno now that she has aged up. And let's quickly get you guys to see her dark form before we kind of head off. So in her dark form, she's got the same kind of colorings, the hair and skin colorings that she had before, but she's got her pink gown. So, oh, there we go. This is Juno in her dark form. You look nice, honey. You look nice. She definitely seems more princessy, I think. She looks more princessy than she did as 18. And I have to say, I very much appreciate that. Okay, so Princess Juno, now that she has aged up, we can actually go ahead and do something that we did with Kyra, and that is the final phase of her training with Guinevere. So remember, we have been waiting on this for a while. Let me just go ahead and turn on autonomy. Yeah, we've been waiting on this for a while. And actually, let's start these gatherings. And Eve, go eat, child. I'm pretty sure we've got like cake. Go eat the cake. Go flip and eat your cake. Where is it? This cake right over here. Eat it. Take a piece. So I'm gonna get her to eat that. Azura, you don't even need food. But okay, Juno and Guinevere. I want Juno and Guinevere to come here. So let's actually get you two. I might have to turn autonomy off because I feel like these guys aren't going to be listening to me. Okay. Guinevere, I want you to come here. Okay. Is Juno listening? Juno is listening though. Yeah, I feel like they're going to try and run away, so I just have to grab them. But Juno needs to do her sparring with Guinevere. And this is going to be her final phase of her training before she's ready to challenge the queen. Just like Kyra did, she needs to spar with the champion until she has defeated the champion. So I think for her sister, it took her, 2 battles before she won? She lost the first battle, but I think she won the second one. So let's see how Juno does. Let's see how Juno does against Guinevere. So I think it would be under activities. Yes, Vampiric Spa. Let's see. Let's see if this competition with Kyra is getting you anywhere, Juno. Have you made any progress? Are you actually better than your sister or not? Let us see, let us see. Okay, Juno, bring it to us. Bring it to us, show us. Are you better than Kyra, or are you not that great? I think she's got... Actually, Yeah, she's actually got more experience than Kyra, or she's developed her powers more than Kyra, so I feel like she should be better at Kyra at this. But let's see. Let's have a look. Oh. Catherine's there to be a witness as well. Okay. It seems as though she's struggling just as much as Kyra did. And oh, she's doing well. She seems like she's doing well. And oh, guys, Juno defeated the champion on the first round. So this, and the queen was there to witness all of this, so was Catherine. This means that Juno is now eligible to challenge the queen for the throne. But obviously, she's going to have to wait, just like Kyra, until all her sisters are at the same level, like trained and prepared. But, oh my goodness. Guys, do you think this might be an indicator later on down the line? Because if this continues, like, look, Kyra's watching. Kyra's watching. Yeah, if this continues and this is like an indicator what's gonna happen, then Kyra might lose in her first battle with the queen, and then the title of heiress would go to Juno, and Juno might win and she might become queen, because it seems as though all of Juno's hard work has actually paid off, because she was more successful than Kyra at the final phase of her training. So that's intriguing to me. Well, that is very intriguing. Okay, well, after that training session, she wants to go chat with Lady Cataleya. I'm not entirely sure about what. But let's go ahead and, no, Eve, why are you skipping school? Go to the academy, child. Go to the academy. What are you doing? Her needs are just all over the place. Go to the academy. And Juno, come here and chat with Cataleya. This is your other soon-to-be stepmother. So, let's go ahead and... Actually, she's gonna impersonate Kyra. She's gonna tell Cataleya. I think Juno's trying to be inclusive of, you know, her potentially new stepmother. Her second stepmother. And so she is probably, because Cataleya wasn't there, telling Cataleya the story of her you know, final phase of training and Kyra's reaction to the fact that she got it done in the first round. That seems fine. Why don't you go up and you tell Cataleya exactly how Kyra reacted to that. So we'll go ahead. We'll get that done on her birthday. I really like Juno now. I really like the way Juno is. This gives me a lot of faith. No, Eve, why do you keep wanting to skip academy? Just go. I'm sending you, child. I'm sending you. Go to academy. She going? I hope she's going. I don't know why she keeps running back. No, child. Child, stop, stop. Off you flip and go, please. Come on, I want to see you walk out. I want to see you walk right out to go to academy, because it is important that you do so for your education, child. My goodness, Princess Eve is a bit of a rebel. I don't think she believes in the Salazar education system. I don't think she does. But no, honey, you gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, she's on her way out. She's on her way out. I can be at peace now, knowing that she has gone. Okay, good. And Juno, what is this? Juno, why are you flirting with your stepmother-to-be? I thought you wanted to just chat with her and tell her your sister's reaction, like what's going on. What are you doing? Share energetic tips. Since You seem to be doing really well with fitness, and Cataleya has recently gotten into it. Maybe she's feeling sluggish from the pregnancy. Juno's giving her tips. Like, based on the exercise I've done and how I feel, these might help you. But seriously, Juno, what's going on? I'm telling you guys, Juno does not like to see happy endings, and if she's doing anything iffy over here, I feel like it's in an effort to break her mother and Cataleya up, because she doesn't like the fact that her mother's getting everything when she gets nothing. I think that's it. I really think that's it. And I can totally see her continuing to do this with Kyra and Channing. I can see her trying to get between them and bring them apart. And I don't feel like she's going to do it spitefully. Like, she's not going to go out of her way necessarily to do it every time. But I think when she sees an opportunity, she's going to let certain things slip that, you know, if you were smarter, you probably wouldn't mention. But she's going to cause problems where possible, when possible. Ah, Juno, I'm disappointed in you. I really am. But, okay. I guess Actually, how is everyone else feeling? Do they have any whims for each other that I could explore, perhaps? That I could exploit, perhaps? Nope. Oh, wow, okay. Apparently not. Now, in terms of the calendar, like what's happening in the calendar, hold on a second. What do we have to look forward to? Okay, so we've actually got 2 pretty chill days. And then the next big thing that we'll be looking towards is going to be Cataleya giving birth. Okay, so that kind of gives us room to, yeah, that gives us a bit of room to explore some of the relationships or stories that are going to happen. Okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.